stopped right at midfield. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green, 90.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Telvin Smith in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. First down and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded at the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And now here comes Kansas City. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. He finds an opening past the 40. And a cut to the sideline. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 47 yards on the ground. He was over 100 yards a week ago, and he's well on his way once again.
Say it with me, partner. Encore, encore. This guy's headed towards getting it done one more time.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Hunt. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Here we go now with Olawale. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Lucy. Hey, hold it.
In his own end zone, it's Bortles. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Reggie Ragland coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Green 80.
Now a play fake. Bortles.
What you mean?
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp.
So what do you mean?
He's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles.
You see?
And it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Yeah, I got a point, bro.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Bortles. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Calais Campbell continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And
I'm trying to figure out why you're trying to do him like that.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. That last
You
catch
Bill
short
Cosby
of
to my
by
boy.
just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Watkins, the intended receiver. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
So after
I'm trying to figure out what you did to the boy.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
Where am I?
Get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Armani.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway.
What's up, Armani?
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
I see, but he can't work with
halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
Maybe he wanted to be safe. Play it safe, mama.
But be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments.
So I'm just trying to have some fun tonight.
Past the 35-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7.
Tell her, so I'm just trying to have some fun. You killing my vibe, mama.
Now Bortles throwing on second down.
You need to let that boy live a little. Looking just like you.
Fletcher Cox in there to drop.
What you doing, Armani? What is that?
Season continues. 13 sacks
what is that?
now on the year.
Armani, what are you doing? You little silly dude. What is you doing?
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
And he got his teeth clean out here.
Bortles now to throw. And he's going to go down again.
He's silly, boy.
The defense is looking a little
You're not going to get mad at you, you know, on the bed.
Locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did.
There's a monster in there, boy.
I don't know, but that's sack.
They telling that boy that.
If they can build on the momentum of that play. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back to the offense, and let's go downfield. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen.
What she was doing last night. She was so
exactly what they
sleepy.
wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
She even had a little boo thing over there. Okay, I see you out there.
They go play action here on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mahomes now on first down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete here.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
What did you just sitting in class, or did you ride the, did you do some, driving?
And again, it's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And that is caught.
That shit
for the
good.
touchdown, Kansas City.
Watching videos all day, that shit good.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Just taken around the 12. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Flushed out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ace! Ace! Z!
We're not playing with you.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Left! Z! Slow! Left!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. On second down, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now here's Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I said, see, he'd have been asleep. You wouldn't have had no help right there.
We're back now in KC. It's Jaguar football here. They'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's Penny. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to swing this deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here we go. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
One 11-10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
11-10. That's it.
On first down, Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Bortles leads the Jags up first and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Who are you talking to?
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Now Bortles maybe with a free play. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
11. Set. Green 80. Like 5-3 over here. Green 80.
Now Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. They run with Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Somebody look over here.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Think he go get the job. So yeah, he think he go get the job.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Bortles going to throw here. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You figure down in the red zone, the play call that's going to come in, find the guy that's most susceptible, the guy that you think that you can beat. In this case, they tried to pick on the rookie, and he was actually up to the challenge.
Yes, he was. Solid job knocking that away. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
So you know what, my boy?
A big play there. Mahomes to Watkins. 43 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep depth. And that is caught. And they get a score, but pretty much an extra exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Forbath for the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs the kicking team gets the football here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put
the shit out of
the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Trying to help you out.
Lucy.
Bortles going to look to throw. And running with power here.
Hargraves.
Tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Let's go. 372. 372. 380.
Bortles now on 1st down. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
Lucy. Move.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Open man right side is Shark. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he's going to go.
That's why I'm giggling.
This game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up.
My cousins, all my cousins. I'm person my grandmother had to do it with my mama.
About it, and they got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jags, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I'm still here. You almost in the game. I wish you would put me in the game. Bye.
No introduction really necessary. Keep the mission like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk.
Now maybe I don't fall asleep when I'm trying to play this game. I got you on the phone.